Hi all, welcome to another Tuesday Thunder video. This week will be, or next Tuesday obviously, will be in the Bentley at Silverstone GP. Great combination to the person that picked it. I had a bit of influence in that one. So we're only just running the Bentley, no other GT3 car, so it's sort of the best of the British. Really good car. I've done 5 laps so far. Just to get a time on the leaderboard to try and beat. I really don't know who's in front of me actually, but we'll have a look. Yeah, so the only ones so far, there's 2 from AUSNZ, Tony Higgs and Simon Rigby, and there's a few behind. We've got a few seconds on them at the moment, so I'm 1.7 seconds off the quickest lap. Now I would presume that those would be with setups. Pardon me, I don't know if Simon's was with a setup or not, but I'm like a tenth off his time there at the moment, 1.18 of a second off. So we'll go out and see if we can better that, and I'll tell you sort of the best way around the track I've found at the moment at Silverstone, so it's pretty easy to be honest. There's not really much here, so we'll do want to go back to the garage. There's not really much you can do with a setup on these, obviously. At the moment, I've just got the bias on 64%, leave the pressure at 100. These cars have ABS, so they won't lock on you anyway. I'll turn that down a little bit. That was a tiny bit heavy. And yeah, and I've put the traction control on 2 at the moment. I'll do a couple of tests. I had it on 1 earlier. It's just got too much influence on the car. If you put on 2 or a bit higher, depends your driving style. 1's pretty good for novices that don't want to get wheel spin, but you just sort of lose a little bit of drive out of the corners. And so I'll try it on 3 and work our way up to the best. So I'll give you a guide around here. And so I like to come around here in 2nd gear. Geez, that's going a bit loud. Well, we come up and you get to 5th gear, but where this green thing on the left starts, that little green patch, you want to be punching it down to 4th, grab a bit of curb through there, which will set you up nicely around here. And roughly where the ripple strip starts on the left, you want to be down to 1st gear. Now you can give it a short little stint up to 2nd gear, but try and hug the apex there and get it out wide onto that ripple strip. A little cut through here, run it up. Now just on or around this corner marker on the right, you want to be back down to 2nd, trying to grab a little bit there, not too much, leave it in 2nd, come around, hug the apex, and then let it drift out up through the box. Try and aim for them bollards. Now between the corner marker and the 50 here, you want to be down to 4th, grab the apex, run it out up to 5th, hug the inside one there, brake a tiny bit down to 4th. Well, you don't really even need to brake, but hug the right, the left hand side, down to 3rd, run it out here, down the hanger straight. Now where the ripple strip starts on the left hand side, that's where you want to be down to 3rd gear, turn it in nice, run it out down to this little straight here, and the start of the ripple strip on the right is where you want to be on the brakes. 1st gear, hold 1st, then up to 2nd, then up to 3rd, just hug that apex there on the right, and that's a lap. basically.
That lap time was 2:19.40.
So we'll just restart that and go again, eh? Alright, so I do have the TC on too, so first gear would have been handy there. We'll see how we go with this lap time, eh? Down to fourth, tuck it in, up to fifth, start of the ripple strip or thereabouts, on the left, back to first. There's no real benefit chucking it up into second. Get out wide. Corner marker down here on the right. You be as hard as you like on the brakes here. A bit wide.
We need to watch these track limits.
Yeah, alright, crew chief, I know that. Tiny dab of brakes, too much brake. Like, not enough brake, I mean. Too much speed. This lap didn't count anyway, so I was just trying to get a, see if I could just take that a little bit quicker. Rubbing too much of these sausage curbs, slowing me down a little bit. Might do TC on 3 here for a second. Better. I don't think I'm going to make up the second odd to the leader here. And like I said, I'm pretty sure that's probably with setup. Gained a little bit of time, not much.
That was a
half a tenth.
2:03.00. Sector 3 time is quick.
was a little bit of benefit from chucking it up a second, but just got to be careful that you don't overshoot your brake marker.
Sector 1 is quick.
Just a bit of mid-corner understeer there, cost me a little bit of time.
Your sector 2 time is quick. That was 2:02.00. That's your best lap in this session.
Nearly a second better. I'm only 7/10 off now, which I doubt I'll get. I was braking very late into that one. Really manhandling it though.
Sector 1 is quick.
Too wide. Oh. Clean the stuff off your tyres. Still got a bit on there, I think. Let's go back to TC2, just see if I can pop the same time out with that. You can hear it, you could hear it just sort of coming in then.
Just done a 2:04.74. Sector 3 is 0.14 off your best. Sector 1 time's okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome combo this.
at 0.2 off your best in sector 2.
So you can cut it a little bit.
That lap time was 2:02.13.
Some of this
Sector 3
track.
is a tenth off your best.
Hold out there. So first gear around here, see if that helps a bit. So I haven't really improved the time on TC2, so I'll go back to 3.
Sector 2 is 0.44 off your best.
Alright, hopefully this is the lap coming up.
You've just done a 2:02.39. Sector 3 time is fast. Sector 1 time is good.
Starting to get a little bit taily out of that corner back there. Oh, Jesus, got some unless here. Lost a whole heap of time through that section.
Sector 2 is a tenth off your best.
Too late.
That was a 2:02.17. You're currently 0.19, slower than your best.
I can keep this up throughout the lap, we'll be good.
Sector 1 is quick.
Blew half a second on that lap.
That lap was a 2:02.00. It's your best lap in this session.
That was a bit better through there, so quickest middle sector.
Sector 2 time is okay. Just done a 2:01.54. That's your quickest lap in this session.
So I'll make this one my last lap. I don't really think I'm going to get that other time.
Sector 1 is 0.27 off your best.
There's much of a mucking through that last corner back there, whether it's second or first. Personal preference, really. Yeah, this is not going to be any quicker. Bit off. Too wide.
Bad luck, John. You've gone out of track limits. They'll delete this.
Well, there you go.
After it.
So that's that's your track guide for next Tuesday. Hope you really do enjoy this combo. It is fantastic. You can really push these cars. So they've got to inherit a little bit of understeer. Obviously, it's a big car. It's meant to do that. But yeah, like I said, just work with your brake bias. I found 64 is pretty good. If it's anything towards the rear, even though it does have ABS, it just feels like the back's stepping out on the car. Especially if you trail brake, you'll sort of lose the back a bit. And traction control 2 is pretty decent. So, and you know, one's not too bad either. But I just prefer traction control 2, and or 3. It's personal preference really. So, all right. Hope this helps you all. See you on track next Tuesday. Should be a pretty good turnout. If you like this video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe. If you got any comments, leave it in the bottom. And yeah, we'll see you all on track. Okay, take care.